Hey, welcome for tuning in. Welcome for tuning in to Crystal Incorporated's YouTube page. I am the most professional English person of all time, myself, Chris. If you're looking at the title, you do know that I'm joined by Astral Ticket. My bad. I'm joined by who is my guest?
Hi, I'm Chris Style. Nice to meet you.
There you go. I'm joined by Isaac Fox. My bad, y'all. It's Saturday. If you're tuning in at any other day of the week, it's probably your Tuesday. It's my Saturday. So it is Saturday. It's night one of the SummerSlam. If you're into wrestling, yay! If you're not into wrestling, then skip past this part. And by this part, I mean it's already gotten skipped. So before I go any further, to the people who may not know who you are, which by the way, everybody knows who you are. Who is Isaac Fox? 100%. Everybody knows you.
No.
You are the indie comic hermit.
I've only been in the business for 11 years. That's not long enough for anybody to know who I am.
That's like a decade in a year.
See, this is why you're a teacher right here, man. I didn't even know that. Now I do. See, you are good. You are really good.
I just did math. You mean to tell me that for you to be in the business for 11 years, you don't feel like you have any type of notoriety?
Infamy maybe. Indie comic. So I'm gonna get everybody mad. You gonna start not getting everybody mad at me.
I told you I was gonna do it.
Indie comics is any form of creativity nowadays has become hyper competitive. And that, especially like Kickstarter, is no longer just, hey, kickstart your idea. It is now just an entirely other sales channel that is being utilized by major corporations, including Dynamite, Boom, big Dark Horse. I have seen DC I think DC does have something on Kickstarter. I know they've been on Indiegogo. The powerhouse juggernauts are showing up here as well because they figured out you can make money doing this. And so that creates some animosity. And then what happens is once you do well on Kickstarter, you quickly realize that all the other creators actually now hate you because you did well. And they will actively make sure that they hate you. So I would say more infamy than notoriety, at least in that little community. Got you.
And that is the introduction for Isaac Fox right there. So
yes, everybody hates
perfect. Long was it TLDR? Too long didn't read version.
Listen, it is. All I'm going to say, Chris, is you punks need to get in line because I was hating me long before it was cool. So
yeah, you guys better learn from the best. So
nobody hates me like me, okay?
So we're here to talk about the Manti-Corp, which is an edgy fantasy adventure comic that is on the screen right now.
Yeah.
See right here. So we're gonna get out the way. It's edgy. So if you have an issue with anything of the type, which is sexy, feminine women, or just in general, then you might not like this part. But if you do like this part, please stay here because there's gonna be a lot more coming. So I
will note on that statement that almost my entire internal team are female, are women who review everything that we do to make sure that it's not our female characters, while they can be sexy and fun, cannot be bimbos. They have to have actually a purpose and a brain and be capable in their own way. Same thing we do with our Psych You Busted series, where characters are not just, these aren't just brainless bags of boobs walking out. I don't like that. I don't want to do that. I feel like that's a disservice to your characters. So instead, what we have is a squad of characters that are much more complex than equally complex the characters from the Cremisi series, but at the same time we throw in the ecchi fun because at the end of the day, comics are supposed to be fun. We created this series by sitting down for the last couple of years. We have a Discord server and we do backer kit and Kickstarters and social media and all that fun little outreach stuff. For the last couple of years, my community managers and I have been talking to and polling our backers ever since Psych You Busted 2 took off, which we still are chasing that thunder and haven't been able to catch it yet. But we asked them, what do they like? What do they want to see? What do they want more of? So the Manti-Corp was built from the ground up with that feedback in mind. I wanted to do a fantasy story. I wanted to do a war story. I come from a long line of military veterans. My father being a Vietnam veteran, both grandfathers were in World War II. Grandfather on my mom's side awarded the Navy Cross for his action in the Pacific. I was like, well, I want to make a war book. But at the same time, I don't want to make some Tom Clancy hardcore piece of military literature because that's going to push a lot of people away. So instead, what if I use the war as a premise for what's essentially a giant Dungeons and Dragons campaign starring a squad of really pretty characters? And that's what we did. And when we say ecchi, what we mean by that is that ecchi is a Japanese term for playfully suggestive or sexy content. In this case, it means a grenade went off, and for whatever the reason, the only thing that was destroyed was this character's top. We can have stuff like that. That being said, I will note that this series has a pendulum. It will swing across. This is a war. People will die. Bad things will happen. Things do not always have a happy ending. Sometimes they do have happy endings. Sometimes they have sexy endings. It just depends on the mission we go on at the time. This is issue 0, which shows how all of these characters get selected to join this new unit. You want the TLD, the quick TLDR of what the story is about there, Chris?
It was quicker than I thought you were going to do. If you hear like a creaky door, I do apologize. While you were talking, I dropped my wrench.
That's his bones. He's old.
I dropped my wrench everywhere. So my cat will be feasting on ranch later on tonight in the carpet.
You guys may not know it, but Chris Stylink was actually the inspiration for Leroy Smith in the Tekken games. That's how old Chris Style is.
No, I was the inspiration for Kuma.
The bear? Or,
yeah,
wait, Street Fighter Kuma or Tekken Kuma?
Tekken Kuma.
Look, man, he's fun to play because everybody gets mad at you for playing the bear.
Yeah, because it's just a biography for me. I hang around the bald people and want to be just like them. So as I'm cleaning up, so you have basically, wow, everything's falling around me. So you have basically has explained the next part I was going to ask you to do, which is perfect. So,
well,
let's look at this campaign. What's up?
Good.
Well, I was going to say that you were at you're almost at 20,000.
Just shy of it. Yeah, it's definitely done better than expected. Not as good as hoped. That last part could apply to. I mean, I could sit here with Bezos dropping $1 billion on it, and it wouldn't be as much as I hoped. And that's just, eyes bigger than your wallet sometimes, or bigger than your dinner plate can be.
Right. So explain to the people like myself. No, you know what? No, don't even explain it, because this is not what we're here for. We're not here to talk about the projections here. We're talking about how well it's doing to the general public.
Well, if I can, so this is a high fantasy book. So it takes place in a world where elves, oni, goblins, all that kind of fun stuff exists. Infinite possibilities. And the world is at war, a la a World War I style conflict. I've always found World War I more fascinating than World War II, which is a very uncommon thing, I think, especially for us as guys. But it's a World War I style conflict, and both sides have had a stalemate for a while. So if somebody decides, well, everybody's kind of fighting a one-on-one, nobody's helping each other. What if we put together a mixed species squad? So we have we fight, like, let's say the elves are fighting the goblins. Do they even have a weapon capable of penetrating the skin of an oni? Well, let's find out. That is the idea. So they get selected for a brand new unit, the Manti-Corp, CORPS, like Marine Corps, which is, if you don't applaud the creativity of that name, then I'm gonna have Chris come to your house and give you a personal SummerSlam.
A personal SummerSlam.
You're gonna give him a smackdown for it, because the idea for the Manti-Corp is, if you guys don't know what a Manti-Corp is, the actual creature, it's kind of a mix. It's a Persian creature, kind of like the body have a lion, tail of a scorpion, wings of a bat. There's some variations depending on who's telling the story, but it's different creatures combined into one to create a thing stronger than they are be by themselves. Manti-Corp is characters of different species thrown into a unit that is stronger together than they are individually. So the play on the word Manti-Corp as only Marine Corps also plays into taking things and putting them together to create something more superior than the sum of all its parts. So it's that whole, work together kind of mentality, that positivity I think the world so desperately needs right now. And, a little bit of sexiness, maybe a lot of sexiness along the way. This book issue 0 doesn't do it. This book does have, let's just call them intimate scenes later on. Issue 0 does have nudity in it, so if you are not 18, this is not a book for you. You need to go read, I think My Little Pony has comics coming out. Go read that.
Go read that. Can we play the video? Is it spicy?
Anything that's on the campaign page itself, by order of Kickstarter, must be what we like. We use the term window shop appropriate. I mean, it can be displayed anywhere into anyone. So yes, absolutely. You can. Anything on the page is safe to view. We have censors on everything.
Well, I'm gonna hit play it out. I'm gonna put this on the footage. So here is your campaign video.
Costume on.
When all that's left of this endless war are broken, heavy hearts, and we need something so much more than the sum of all its parts. As calm as the mountain that never bowed the storm, as wild as the bayou at the base of its mighty form, as cold as the summit, its frosted and frigid peak, as hot as the fire that burns deep beneath. Who is all this and more? The Manti-Corp. The Manti-Corp.
Hi guys, I am Isaac Fox. I am the writer and creator of most things you see coming out of Astral Ticket Comics. But today, we're going to talk about the Manti-Corp. This is a new series from us. So, we at Astral Ticket, we believe our job is to entertain you guys. But how can you entertain somebody if you don't respect them enough to talk to them and understand them? So for the last couple of years, my team and I have been in our Discord server, here on Kickstarter, over on BackerKit, doing just that, talking to you guys and polling you guys. In a lot of ways, the Manti-Corp is our love letter to you. This is a 36-page comic consisting of 5 chapters, with each chapter done by a different artist or colorist or a combination of. You'll be seeing a lot more of these characters as this is an edgy series, so take a look at the campaign below because the Manti-Corp wants you.
All right. No, not you. You hush.
So
I was eating a piece of celery. Did that come through?
Yes, loudly actually. We can actually hear the ranch dripping off of it.
Ha! Joke's on you. There was no ranch on it.
Barbecue sauce, whatever.
Damn it.
Hey, you want a healthy snack? Mix that in some hummus, man. It's really good.
No, wait, it came with my chicken.
See, now I want chicken. Thank you.
Whenever I hear, I can't remember his name. The guy who voices that one hero from that one Marvel game. Whenever he starts singing, I want to eat celery.
All right, that is sung by Eric Braw. That's the song for the Manti-Corp, who is Moon Knight in Marvel Rivals. He's also in Jax and Draven and Vel'Koz in League of Legends. He's in a lot of stuff. He's like 100 characters in World of Warcraft. He's in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
you never know where he's gonna show up.
So I will now finally thumb through this campaign page.
Thank you. This one's a little different from how I normally do things, and the way this book works is issue 0. It's telling the story of how the 4 members of the Manti-Corp get chosen to join. So there are 4 chapters. Each chapter stars that character. They're relatively short, just kind of showing like, hey, what incident or what events led to them being recruited for this new group. Then there's a 5th and final chapter, which shows them all coming together and being assigned their first mission. Each chapter is done by a different artist or colorist or combination of. So you're going to see it's almost kind of like the Animatrix. It's going to change a little bit from each chapter. We did add in chapter pages because when we went through it about 2 months ago, reading it, we realized that jumping from one art style to another so abruptly was extremely jarring for the reader. So we kind of took a page out of Toriyama's work where he has beautiful chapter images showing like Goku just like sitting on a stump eating like a big piece of chicken, and then just Dragon Ball overhead, like something kind of like that. Like we are anime and manga inspired, but it's kind of just kind of like that. And it really helped make those chapters feel a lot more organic and easier to digest.
I wonder where you got this idea from.
I wonder where you got it from. I did it before you did. You are. What is this like? You're not gaslighting me into thinking I didn't do that.
Oh, you caught on. Damn it!
Not gonna happen. And you know what? I probably stole the idea from somebody else that I don't remember. Because I know for a fact, I'm gonna make somebody mad. I know for a fact how I do my reward tiers with a letter and a number on there. I started doing that. I didn't see anybody else do it, and now I'm seeing a lot of campaigns like, where'd y'all get that idea from? I wonder, but maybe I got it from somebody else and don't realize it. It's also possible. Subconscious inspiration is the thing, and we don't realize it. It's dangerous.
Yeah. So, and what he's talking about here is that like all the cover letters are mirrored over here.
No. They are number ones and stuff like that.
Which one? Oh yeah, no, yeah.
On the right side, cover A and B is industry standard. But I used to name them, and then after a while, I was just told like, no, just do it.
Wait, where are the? I thought because it says like cover H. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they're over there.
Oh no, I wanted to cover the different colors because each of these colors.
You almost get no. Let's slow that down. This is just showing that the cover art is. We pulled out every big gun that I could get my hands on for this one, including Cute Sexy Robots, Demon Lord Dante, Zong Brothers. Creates this cover there. We do a lot with our community. We try to make sure that I don't want people to feel like they just, hey, thanks for giving me your money for a book, now go away. I don't want to do that to you. We love our backers and we respect them and care very deeply about them. So we actually have our Discord server. We go in there and we ask people questions on what they want to see. We did a vote for what everybody would, before this book came out, ask everybody, hey, which character are you most excited to meet? And our big Oni lady there, Chiho, as that little comic excerpt right there will describe exactly why she's probably the most popular one we had, won the vote. And then we asked them, hey, red or green? So what ended up happening was we made a cover starring her and some of the side characters from issue 0 that we called the Discord choice cover because they voted on it. And if you were part of our Discord and you attended the pre-launch stream that we did with them on a few days before the campaign came live, they got a special link to that cover at a discounted price before anybody else could get it. So we try to do a lot of stuff to give our community extra things, more stuff. If your server members, like our Discord server members, if we do a Kickstarter and the stretch goals we don't meet, so everything on a campaign is already done, right? Like when we come to Kickstarter, everything's been finished, the stretch goals are done, add-ons are done, comics definitely done, all that's done. But we don't always hit all the stretch goals. So those items are now just sitting there. Now I can save them for later, and that happens sometimes. But we can also, if you're part of our Discord server, you will usually get the ones we did not hit in digital form because you're a VIP. You're in there. That's my little blurb about. I was told by someone that people want to know who makes these books better, and I never have understood it. I was like, okay, this is who I am. I've been in professional entertainment for 15 years and comics in over 11 years. I'm old.
Look at all these biscuits.
Yeah, that is Sally. That's our demi-human healer. I had to make that graphic there because I literally got a message like 5 days in. They're asking, hey, is there nudity in this comic? We have an entire graphic explaining that. But right, nobody reads. They're not going to read. All right, let's just slap some censor bars on some panels, and that'll help imply like, hey, this is a book for adults, and yes, there are naked ladies in this book.
But there's also no AI, which is awesome.
No, we do not use AI in any fashion. We do not permit AI to be used in anything we do. We do not work with anyone who uses AI. Every single piece of artwork that goes into comes in from our artist. We run it through a scanner to see if it's AI, which will tell us not only the chance of it being AI, it'll tell us what program it was made with. And if somebody tries to pull one over on us, though, they're not getting paid.
Ooh.
Luckily, that's not really a problem we have to deal with anymore. We've only ever had that happen one time. That was right at the very beginning of all this AI stupidity. But where mentality is, because I can't draw myself, I'm just the writer and everything but the artist. If you can't draw, then you should be putting food on an artist's table, and if you're not, I don't think you have a business being here. And that was the trading card you're talking about.
Oh, okay. So the one I got is the green one, so I got the green card.
Yeah, Brooke. Yes, there are red and green trading cards. We might be making a trading card game. We're kind of playing around with it right now, seeing if people think of it. We did sit down with people who are big hardcore card game players and card shop owners and employees to ask about card rules, how to build up a set. So we have a rule set. We have everything built for the game. We just have to have more cards. And if they're popular enough, we will continue doing cards. Because this is a debut of a brand new series for us, we wanted to give you more. It's an issue 0. You're hopping into something you're not sure you're going to like yet. There's no history of it. You don't know what you're getting into. It's kind of walking in blind. So we wanted to give you, a lamp to guide through that darkness. In this case, that lamp is more free stuff. Personally, I like free stuff. Yes, so you get most tiers. Every tier is color coded to red or green. There is a new one that's not been announced yet that's on here that's blue. But the blue means, several of the tiers that are special come with both cards. There are add-ons for those 2 cards are there and Foxy variants. We use that term to describe Naughty now. Some brand.
I see.
Early Fox Special doesn't exist. Yeah, that's gone. It only lasted one full week of the first launch.
Darn it! And I was here on day one. And I missed it.
Yeah, honestly, it should have been priced much higher than it was. But again, for a debut of the series, we want to give everybody a lot more bang for their buck.
And there's a lot of banging in this one for the book.
Kind of. Issue 0 doesn't really have any we'll call them intimate scenes happening, but you do get those. The way this series is going to work is after issue 0, it gets told in 2 issue long missions. And those missions are self-contained. The idea being that a reader can hop in at any time without having to go through a 50 issue backlog like X-Men or something like that. You can just hop in and have fun. Once you get to the actual meat missions, then yes, there's generally a rule that every single mission has to have at least one lewd scene. That's the new one that hasn't been announced yet. We put it on there. I would do an update either today or tomorrow. We'll talk about that. It's like blue glow-in-the-dark Sally. I want it myself. It looks really good. I've seen how we have several glow-in-the-darks we've done with our production partner, and they look just amazing. They're absolutely phenomenally beautiful. We have our first appearance specials. That is where just the title gets the spot full treatment. They also get numbered for however many are made. So if we sell like 20 of them, there's 1 of 20, 3 of 20, 5 of 20, that kind of whole thing. Okay. And then those numbers will be doled out at random. I'm not playing favorites. I just grab the books come in, they get inspected, they get put into a pile, they get picked up, inspected, and then put into your package. It's not a favorite game. It's up in the air.
Which is indeed fair. It's also very favorite.
If it's total chance, then like you just said, it's absolutely fair. Like nobody's getting any preferential treatment. We do a digital deluxe tier for those who don't want anything physical. Digital deluxes now do include all the variant covers for the most part. Sometimes there's 1 or 2 I don't have permission to release digitally. That comes down into agreements with the artists. Nowadays, we tend to bake in digital of the cover into the contract.
Yeah.
It just depends on what they want to do.
I missed this one. How did I miss this one?
We had a request for that. I wasn't going to do customs this time, but I had a request for it. And the guy who requested it, we gave him a special one that's a secret tier you can't see. So, well, if we're going to do that, might as well open up them regularly, see if anybody wants them. It wasn't part of the original plan, so it's going to be a little harder to figure out how we're going to navigate it, but we'll do this. And now the same artist who did a piece that we made for you as a gift is doing that piece for that gentleman.
Which is this guy right here.
No.
That's
our shipping manager, it's Benedita. She's
no, I meant the artist.
Oh, the artist. Yes. Yes, yeah. Nico probably wishes he looks like that, and I don't blame him. I would just not wear clothes anymore. Yeah, or I'd never pay for anything for myself again.
There you go. Even better.
Posters proved to be shockingly popular. I didn't think no posters would be popular. People really like them. I recommend if you ever get a chance, Chris, to expand into posters. People do enjoy them, and they're pretty easy to get your hands on. The only thing with us that we have to make sure we note every time is the posters ship separate. They go into a poster tube, so they're nice and rolled up, so you're not getting it, I've backed Kickstarters before that come with a poster, and they fold it into like squares and put it in the Gemini mailer. And now you have this art that's just damaged all across, and it doesn't look very good.
Forever.
It's not what you want to. Yeah, you don't want to hang that up. So ours come with a separate shipping charge because it comes with a poster tube. You guarantee it's in high quality. And it was from the last campaign I learned that for whatever reason, poster tubed items take between 2 days to a week to get there over a Gemini mailer, even if they go out the exact same time. I had a lot of messages from backers going, "Hey, I got my books with no poster." I'm like, "Okay, give it a couple days." I don't know why. Yeah, the tracker said, "Here's the tracking number. It's on the way." I don't know why posters take longer, but they do. Those are our deluxe foil cards, those fancy spot foiled versions. Those have the Foxy variants. We're doing a thing now, so a lot of our variant covers don't reprint anymore. So it has an orange star on it, the little orange icon. That means it's not reprinting, and once it is sold out, it is gone forever.
If you guys back Braveheart Exile, then you would kind of get a feel for it in Cremisi. This is the series that gave me the inspiration to do a Cremisi Light story for myself.
No, I ripped you off in the past. That's all.
You went back in the past, and
I went back in time. I went forward in time, 10 years ago to take your idea and then get back and do this. That's what I did.
I didn't know I had it in me.
No, I think I'll pull a something Bill Gates pseudo said once of no, we both had a neighbor named Trigun. You broke into his house to steal his TV to find out I'd already done it. Basically, what happened. But in my case, Cremisi is my debut series. It's a little more inspired by Outlaw Star, but definitely carries a lot of weight with Trigun. I will say, speaking of the space westerns, if you like Cowboy Bebop, how that is told in a very episodic manner, but at the same time we get glimpses of the characters' actual stories and the pains and the demons they're dealing with, Manti-Corp does the exact same thing. Where it is episodic, but we're getting glimpses of what these characters are actually about, who they really are, what's going on with them, and occasionally you'll get missions that are about them. Just like Cowboy Bebop had Spike episodes, had Jet episodes, had Faye episodes. We even had, and I think what episode is dedicated to Ed and Ein. That was great.
Yeah, Ed was. Ein was number episode 2.
I think it was Stray Dog Strut. Was that the second episode or the one where Ed and Ein go on the mushroom adventure? I don't remember.
Second episode.
This guy knows.
I really shouldn't. I watched that show too much.
There's nothing wrong with watching. As long as it wasn't the live. I know you're gonna fight me on that. As long as it's not the live action.
I like live action. But I quit telling people that because it just invites fights. So I just say I don't say anything about it.
You say that and you just hear a bell ring and you just see the guy put on a luchador mask. You're like,
every time. I remember a couple of years ago I said something on Twitter about it and I just got blown up. So I just stopped and was like, never again.
You are about to be put through a table.
And on Twitter you're not allowed to be against the status quo, no matter what it is.
No, not at all. It's social media in general. It's a crime.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. Hell, I said last week something about Superman the movie, and I saw it was coming, so I took down.
I heard it was good. My partner saw it.
It was decent. It was okay.
Well, so I will admit that I might be biased because I'm a massive Superman fan. When he's written well. Like the Bruce Timm version of him is amazing.
He wasn't written well, but like emotionally, everybody was like affected. And I feel like as long as you are affected emotionally, then something is good. But I'm gonna leave it at that because then somebody's gonna ask, "What do you mean by that?" And then I'm in hell.
Well, it just comes down to the fact that Chris is always rooting for the bad guy, and he wants Lex Luthor to win because he's actually an evil person. So it's all right.
There you go.
He also hates dogs. And he wanted the dog to die, and his favorite movie is Chris's favorite films are Marley and Old Yeller. He just
I've never. Wait, does a dog die in Marley?
How? I mean, we're like 15 years old. I think we can say it by now. But I mean, yeah, it's a sad movie, dude. It's really depressing.
I'm glad I didn't watch it back in the day. I was like. I'm gonna go watch this movie at some point. Now I don't have to.
No, it gets massively depressing. It's kind of like the ending of Old Yeller is just really depressing. Like, oh, this is sad.
This is your 15th to 16th campaign?
It's my 15th Kickstarter, my 16th crowdfunding campaign. We did do.
Are we that? So me and you are almost neck and neck in campaigns, but you just are just bigger than me.
I don't like saying something like that. I don't believe in that.
I do.
It's a different. You can't. No. You can't compare that. That's not fair to either one of us. You're saying that, hey, I sell oranges and you sell apples. Well, the oranges are selling better right now. Man, that doesn't mean anything. They're not the same thing. It's not the same market. Or it's a better comparison, honestly, in indie comics because genre is so different in style. First off, when it comes to any kind of book, writing genre varies massively. Now, in comic books, we go into art styles that also, once again, create a massive difference in what's going to happen. So it's kind of like saying I'm selling chicken sandwiches and you're selling wrenches. It's not the same thing at all.
It depends on the appetite.
Well, I've never met someone who eats wrenches, but if they are, I
have
medical attention.
They will not be there much longer.
No, yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a short life expectancy. But no, never, ever. We all do this, and I know I've done it many times. I look at other creators and go, "Wow, why are they making so much? What am I doing wrong? I really suck." Don't do that to yourself. I mean, we're going to. I know everyone's going to, but don't do it to yourself.
Oh no, I don't do it in a way where it's like I'm like ever serious about it. Especially for like next year when I'm like trying to do more. Speaking of more, you got 12 more days left of this.
We do.
Great segue. 18 handed.
Campaigns are hard.
Yeah.
Kickstarters are difficult.
I said 1,800. It's 18,000.
Yeah. Again, very, very grateful, very fortunate. Part of why I think I was trying to say the other side of that, like, oh, this like large number of sales thing is that my goal was to put out 3 books a year, and I have learned now that that's just not possible.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at 4 books this year.
Good luck. A campaign has to happen. Well, hold on, wait. You send your stuff out to the printer when the campaign ends, don't you?
Sometimes they're already done, and I already have them like at my house, but I just push back the fulfillment, so I have like breathing room to not do anything for a while.
See, nothing goes to the print shop until the check from Kickstarter clears the bank.
Oh, well, that too. No.
So a campaign, what happens with us is one reason why we aren't super fast, is a campaign happens, and the book's already done. We don't go to Kickstarter, the book's, everything's done. But the campaign happens, and then it takes about 2 weeks for Kickstarter and Stripe to process the funds. We have to make sure that arrives. And once that arrives, that's when about the exact same time surveys go out. Well, surveys will go out during that process. We give everybody about 2 to 3 weeks to fill out the surveys. The money comes in, look at the surveys, and we use the numbers on the surveys to dictate how many of each item I need to order. Now, there's a particular percentages rules I order extra of to cover damages, losses, convention sales, whatever. And from that point, it can take our producer about a month to make the books and get them to us. They got very popular. Indie comics are actually doing very well overall, to where print shops, mom and pop print shops, are doing pretty decent right now in parts of the country. And the shop we go to is doing very good, which we love them. Their customer service is amazing. Their quality is outstanding, but it does mean it takes a little longer to get books sometimes because they have a reputation of being so good and everybody wants them. And then those books come in, and then what happens is me and my assistant unpack them and inspect them, report our damages, get those replaced, and then we start shipping everything out as that process goes. And that shipping is done 99% by one guy. So what I want to point out, like we look at the Manti-Corp right here. Again, a number of these are digital. But let's go ahead and presume, for argument's sake, that those are all physical orders. That creates 300 individually customized packages that must be inspected and hand-packed and labeled and sent out. I can do realistically about between 20 to 35 packages a day. And maybe that doesn't sound like a lot, but I have some health issues, so it's a little harder.
Oh, it's a lot.
It doesn't sound like a lot, I know. But if I was doing just one book, like if you worked at a comic shop and had to ship out 150 copies of the Superman with the cover, the A cover, that would not take long at all. But I have to get every individual item the person wants, make sure everything is in good condition, grab all the stretch goal goodies, weigh the package, and then make the manual labeling through, we use Easy Ship. That takes a while to do. So it takes us about usually 1 to 2 months to finish shipping. So if you take all that into account, that's about 3 to 4 months of time in between campaigns just to get the items made, the funds to clear, and to actually get the books shipped. So that's why I can only do 2 a year. You put in that cushion right there. I just don't have the time, and I'm not putting anybody down for this by any measure. You know, we all do our own thing. I don't want to go to Kickstarter unless the previous book has been fulfilled. There are cases where we have problems, like some backers will order special items, and they have come in subpar before, and our shop replaces them, no cost, they take care of it, but it does mean a delay, and we always communicate with those backers, hey, it's going to take a little while longer, this is why, I'm sorry, I'm going to go ahead and toss in something extra for free for you to make that up to you. If I can help you out in any other way, please let me know. And we always take care of them. But it does mean that the time can be sometimes takes a little while longer than you'd like.
Yeah, well, that makes you ahead of the curve. You're a good guy.
There was a recent interview I just did where they asked me what have I learned in like this job, and the best answer I can give anybody right now is that, hey, look at everything you think you need to make your comic: money, time, materials. Now double that, because that's what you're actually going to need. You're going to need at least double what you think you have or going to need.
You're not lying.
You pack all your books. You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
I
really do.
I mean, you get one package that say I want cover A, one guy wants cover C, and then he wants three other books, and then he wants these 2 stickers. Like, all right, cool, I got you, bro. It's gonna take me a while longer to grab it, but I got it. The big ones we get occasionally some very sizable orders, and they tend to come out of Europe a lot. I don't know why. I do really well in Germany. I don't know why. I guess I'm the modern day David Hasselhoff. If you're old enough to get that joke, take your aspirin.
Well, in your case, take your aspirin. So
You were young. I don't know if you ever saw SNL with Norm Macdonald.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly. See. Exactly.
As I'm about to get yelled at. I know who it is. I'm sorry, person who's about to yell at me. Stay out the comments.
Go listen to your what's common right now? What's popular right now? Go listen to your Lil Wayne and.
You said popular instead of Wayne. Wayne's not popular.
I don't know any. Dude, I live under a rock. I don't know what's popular right now. When it comes to like mainstream music, I listen to like independent creators because that sounds hipster as hell, but it's the way I do things.
That's the way I do things.
But
I have a magic ball right now, right in front of me, and I asked the magic ball while you were talking if you were going to get to post 350 backers, and it said yes. It's
possible. So Kickstarter
possible my ass. You'll do it.
Kickstarter tends to follow a depending on it. This is where Kickstarter becomes a massive danger. It's because if you're new, especially, and you're desperate to get better, there are so many people and organizations that will take advantage of that and prey on you. And you will get messages from them saying, "Hey, I can help you do this and this," and they look legit, they sound legit. Sometimes they are, but what they're trying to sell you is an idea that is not tangible. For what we've done, there is a predictable pattern at this point that we've been able to isolate. I do a lot of number stuff, sitting down looking at data, time, and all that kind of thing. And I can predict generally fairly accurate when I'm going to have bumps, when there's going to be negatives, when there's going to be slowdowns and all that. And this time we predicted it pretty accurately, actually. We make preparations for that. The thing becomes Kickstarter has two big boosts, and this is universal. And that is when you first launch and then when you're about to end. So it's quite literally you cannot make a decision up until the fat lady sings at the very end.
Correct. Let me
Nibble, start singing.
Before I
exit. Cat.
Oh, so before I exit out of this page, I just wanted to elaborate that if you guys have stuck out this long enough, consider backing the book. The link is going to be in the below this video in the bio section. So I don't want to hear where's the link? It's right there. And this will be finished in 12 days. So is that the end? No, it's not. It's like the 15th. So the 15th of August, I think, right? 14th. Yeah, I'm saying 15th. Who can't do math? Me. So
teacher. Yeah, and if you guys use the promo code Chris Style Doggy Style, you'll get 15% off your order. No, you will not.
As I'm about to go type it in. Hold on.
Kickstarter doesn't even have a place to punch in a promo code.
Not yet. Give it. Well, you know what? I think just started it.
They will. There's no question. Kickstarter doesn't like to. They're gonna get mad at me. They do things when somebody else does them. They tend to be a little more reactionary than proactive. So the reason they did Kickstarter has the late pledges. Do you know why that came about?
Did that come about because Indiegogo did it?
No, because BackerKit had I forget the person's name. They were a New York Times best-selling author, made several $1 million on Kickstarter. Then they went to BackerKit post-campaign for post-campaign sales, made like another couple $1 million. And Kickstarter went, wait a second, we're missing out.
There's post-campaign sales.
Deals. Yeah, and that's when they started changing things.
Got you.
When you're the top dog, you don't need to be proactive anymore. You're already there. So I guess now at this point, they just do what everybody else does, and they can just react to it accordingly.
That works out. Is there anything that you want to say to any backers who may appear or who are watching this video and are just like at that cusp of, do I get this book or do I not get this book?
I'll tell you what you do. I want you to go to my Kickstarter over there, and I want you to click on our profile and go to my previous campaigns. And I want you to go through the comments. Look through them. Every comment we have, go right ahead. And you are going to find that there is nothing negative people have to say about us. And they have issues, like the order came in damaged, or they can't find their order. You will find our reps are always in there talking to them, coordinating with them, make sure they get what they want and make sure they're taken care of. So at the very least, if you back something from us, you have that guarantee that you will be satisfied with what you got. If you don't believe me, go back and look through 15 different Kickstarters and take a look for yourself.
Or just ask me, because I'll also show up and glaze. I'm fine with that. No, I'm kidding. But no, seriously, thank you for coming out today and talking to us about the Manti-Corp and about Astral Ticket and giving all of your nice, wondrous, experience in indie comics and just being a well-rounded, good hermit.
I don't know about that, but thank you. Also, if you guys should check out Chris Style has some new comics coming. You should check those out. I've read them. They're not, they're okay. Check them out.
I try my best.
I was very, the last one I read, I didn't understand why you had Matt Damon come in and start having sex with Mark Wahlberg mid-pan in the background of the panel. But I didn't get it at first. Once I started reading, I really understood the point behind it. It resonated. It was actually very, very masterfully done.
We got Michael Keaton and Keith Murray orgy going on next chapter.
There's got to be a legitimate strategy of putting the most audacious things in the background you can to see who notices it.
Ah, hell, that's actually what we're doing with this other thing. Now I'm mad because I want to talk about it, but I can't.
I can tell you in advertising, they taught us that's an actual thing you can do, including advertisements like a little girl on a swing, and they would give her a literal third leg. And I don't mean that in a weird way. I mean like a third human leg coming off of her. And if you looked close, you'd see it. But if you just span through it, you didn't. And the argument they had was that this subconsciously makes you remember it because it was weird. So that may be a strategy of doing weird things in the background of panels.
That's actually what we're doing. I hate the fact that you were able to guess that. Damn it.
I didn't guess. They taught us in the school for some reason.
Well, maybe I didn't have to confirm it, but I did. Okay. Well, you guys,
this is actually in the background of every panel in his comics. You just don't see him sometimes. He's always there, and
I'm in the forefront. I'm in Dream Match. I'm lying. I'm not only in my Dream Match, I'm also in Good Blood Money. I'm in most of my comics.
You're in the background as some random naked guy every time.
I'm a cop in Good Blood Money.
Look,
how dare you?
There are so many jokes you open the door for now, but I'm gonna get shot if I do it. So I'm just gonna nod yeah, man. Chris Cop style. There we go.
Wait till you see what I am in Tiger Tales.
Please tell me it's like.
Remember, Tiger Tales is a furry romance comic.
I know, and the door you've opened now is one that is producing a very rank smell. I don't know if I want to open it any further.
That's the idea. Whatever you have in your head, keep that until it comes out, because that's what I want you to think about.
As far as I'm dating a furry, so I know so many things I could say here.
It's a lot going to happen. But guys, thank you for coming to the end of the video. Make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe, and please share this around. I like to do these things, and so far I've only done 2. I have another one that I'll be doing next week for Vice of SK6 for Freaky Half, which is the artist for Good Blood Money, and just an all-around badass. So look out for that one as well later on this week. And just if you happen to have a comic that is coming out, whether it's in pre-launch or it's launched, or you just want to talk about it, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. All my links are in my YouTube page, and let me know, and we'll get something going on. Like I said, I want to grow this thing out. I'm not a YouTuber. I do want to grow this thing out and find just another niche audience on here. So with your help, we can do so. So thank you again, Isaac. And
I mentioned the thing we're going to do, Chris. Should I keep that quiet for now?
You should keep it quiet for now.
Negative. Yeah, I got you.
Great. Now it sounds like we're gonna do something illegal.
No, well, not only in some states.
There you go. No, there's a little collaboration that'll happen between me, myself, and Isaac Fox himself. So just wait on that. You guys will see that coming shortly. But other than that, that's my plans. I got a jet because everything in my house is beeping right now. There's an alarm going off in the background. I don't know why. So my daughter's yelling at it, if you guys can hear it. So other than that, peace. Say bye, Isaac.
Have a good day, everybody.